Hello again everyone. Thank you so much for inviting us into your homes and your offices one more time. It is your friends here from the chemistry lab at CARIRI. I have with me Amanda and Latisha to demonstrate for you another experiment. So the experiment we have in front of us right now is called the rainbow vase. So
Vase or vase?
Guys, I think it doesn't matter if it's vase or vase. Let's just decide to call it the rainbow column.
So we're going to be demonstrating for you guys today rainbow vase, rainbow vase, rainbow column. As the name suggests, you could go into the living room and get your mom's vase and use this for the experiment. So Amanda and Latisha will walk you through how to build this rainbow column, and it should be lots of fun.
Okay guys, so question. Have you ever been enjoying your favorite chiller and wondered why is the cream floating on top? Or for any parents or adults who might be listening in, have you guys ever been to your favorite bar or restaurant and ordered a cocktail that was very colorful, had many different layers, and wondered how on earth did they do that? Amanda, did that ever happen to you?
Well, you know, I like to go down Friday evenings and get my nice cocktails. So I really enjoy seeing my different layers. So that's me.
Okay,
And you,
alright.
Latisha?
I love color, so that is definitely me. But I understand what they're doing to get those colors.
And after this, you will understand too.
Yes. Alright, so what they're really doing is they're using the concept of density. And different solutions and different substances have different densities. Okay, so when we place something that has a higher density, it means that that substance would sink towards the bottom of a particular container. And something that has a different density, a less density, that would stay towards the top. So a really, really easy one for you guys to do is to look at water and oil. Alright, and those are two of the substances we have today, so you'll see where the water and oil goes. So Amanda, can you walk us through some of the solutions we'll be using today?
Okay, yeah, sure, Latisha. So we have 7 different liquids, all of different densities. So there's glycerin, maple syrup, peanut punch, dishwashing liquid, some colored water, cooking oil, and lastly, baby oil. So, Latisha, why did we arrange them in this order?
So we already know that this is the order in terms of their density. Alright, so we expect the glycerin to be the highest density, so that means it's going to be towards the bottom of our column, and the baby oil to be the lowest density, so that means it's going to be the top. Alright, so this basically is the heaviest and this is the lightest, if you want to think about it like that.
And the great thing is that all these items are available in a regular grocery store
Or pharmacy, yes, yes. Or you might already have them at home, in which case, hooray! You can make your rainbow column as soon as you finish looking at this video. Alright, so Amanda, let's get rid of the suspense. Let's start building this rainbow column.
Alright, I like that enthusiasm, Latisha. Let's get going.
Alright.
So I'm going to start first with the glycerine.
So you will have noticed that we had some droppers, but because we're using such a big column, we're just going to take our time and pour carefully down the side of our column. Alright, if you're using a smaller column at home or smaller vase, then you can use a dropper. And it's very important that you pour slowly and that you pour along the side of your container, because we don't want to disturb the layers by pouring it quickly and having it splash and have the layers disturbed. Alright, so Amanda has added the glycerin quite nicely there, and we're seeing our first layer, which is a nice clear colorless layer. So now we're going to add the maple syrup layer.
Just remember when you're adding, try not to shake the column or the vase or vase.
All right, so that looks really nice. Okay, so we have 2 layers so far. And if you only have 2 things at home that you can use, then no problem, okay? But we have quite a few more solutions to add. So Amanda is now going to add our peanut punch layer.
I really like peanut punch. I'll save some for later.
Okay, but if you're drinking the peanut punch, don't put it in here. Okay, so that brings us to our 3rd layer. And now we're going to move on to the dishwashing liquid. Alright, so this one is going to be a bit thicker depending on the brand of dishwashing liquid you use. So just take your time, don't rush, and do it slowly because you don't want those nice, clean separation that you have there already to be disturbed. Alright, so Amanda's going to show you some excellent technique to run it slowly down the side of the column. Excellent. So now we have 4 layers. Isn't that looking pretty, guys? Yeah, that's looking really, really good. So now we're going to be moving on to our water layer. That's our 5th layer.
I think this one might be a little tricky, so I'll let you handle it. Latisha.
All right, let me get my hands in there.
Ooh, that's beginning to look really nice. That red color.
Okay, how are we looking there? Not too bad. So we have a little bit of mixing taking place, but eventually it's going to settle out and we're going to see all our layers showing
It's
up
pretty
really
good
nice.
in front. It's pretty good. Nice job.
Okay, so now we're going on to the cooking oil.
Where do you think that's gonna go? It shouldn't go at the bottom,
It
right?
shouldn't go at the bottom for sure.
Ooh.
And it didn't, it's at the top.
Well, you've got some good cooking oil there. It did what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, if your cooking oil is sinking, then you have a problem. You need to buy new cooking oil. Alright, and so our final layer is going to be baby oil. Alright? And you might have to look a bit closely to see the difference between the baby oil. The color between the cooking oil and the baby oil, it's not as drastic as say the red and the green. So you're just gonna have to look a little closely to see the separation layer.
But it is interesting that you would have 2 layers.
Between baby oil and cooking oil. Yeah, you think with it being oil that all of the oils would mix together. But the baby oil is a lighter oil than the cooking oil. So Amanda, are you seeing a difference there?
Not yet.
Yeah, definitely. Right, so we can see that the cooking oil layer is a bit more yellow, and then the baby oil layer
So
is
here looks like about
clear.
where the... So it's actually halfway between, if you look closely. You think can you see the layer?
I can see it. I hope you guys at home could see it. All right, so that's our 7 substances to create our rainbow color. All right, so again, you have glycerine, maple syrup, peanut punch, dishwashing liquid, colored water, cooking oil, and then baby oil. All right, and of course you can use a different food coloring in your water to get a different color for your water. If you have a different color dishwashing liquid, you have a different color there. The peanut punch is really a milk-based drink, so if you have a milk-based drink that is a different color, then that's fine. And you can use your maple syrup. If you don't have maple syrup, you can try honey, but the density for honey is a bit more than maple syrup, so it may be underneath. Okay? All right, so we're not just going to leave you here. We're going to have a little more fun.
All right,
Yeah.
more fun.
Okay, so this is our rainbow column. All right, and now we're going to do some more experimenting.
More experiments, Latisha?
Yes, we can't just leave it like this. So now that we have this column, let's do some more things.
Wow,
So,
if I thought the day couldn't get better.
all right. So, Amanda, you notice we have some items there. What are those items in front of you?
Okay, so we have a 10-cent coin, a bottle cover, a little nut,
Yes.
stone, pebble. Latisha,
That's an
where did you
almond.
find this?
So this is just to show you can take any item that you might have at home. So go outside, go inside, look around. We're really just going to find some little items and we're going to add it to our column and see which layer it stops in. Alright?
I see you also have some items.
I do. So I have some flowers here, some little yellow flowers. I have a piece of wire gauze, a screw, some paper clips, and I have some leaves. And I also have some little stones, some pebbles. Okay? So we're going to start adding them.
And we're going to see which layer they end up staying in.
Yeah, and let me just let you guys know. Amanda didn't know we were going to do this, and even though I knew we were going to do it, I haven't done it yet. So this is going to be an experiment for us as well, because we have no idea where these things are going to fall. Alright? So let's get started.
So,
Amanda,
you want me to just take
yeah,
anything
just
at random?
take one and let's just add it.
Okay, I'm going to try the stone first.
Alright, so let's add this pebble and see where does he end up. Okay.
Oh.
So he sank to the bottom. So he went into the glycerin layer. And notice I'm calling the pebble a he.
I did notice that.
The pebble sank to the bottom layer. Okay? And so we'd expect that because, you know, stone is quite heavy. So we'd expect that it would go down to the bottom.
Which is the densest
Yes,
layer,
the densest
right?
layer. All
Okay,
right.
why don't you try something?
I'm gonna try maybe a paper clip. All right, so let's
Okay,
see where the
sounds
paper
good.
clip ends up.
boy.
Ooh.
Where did it go?
It's going slowly. It's going through the peanut punch layer and it's into the maple syrup.
Is it staying there?
No, it's going down. So it's in the glycerin layer. Okay, and of course a paper clip has that metal inside, even though this one is coated with plastic, it's metal, so we'll expect again that it would go down to the bottom layer.
I think I'm gonna try the bottle cap.
Yes, let's try that and see what happens.
This is supposed to
Well, that's
be
plastic.
Yeah, it's fairly light.
Yes.
So,
Let's try it and see.
so here goes. Wow.
All right. Well, we expected it to be in one of the lighter layers, but it stayed on top. So it's on the lightest layer. It's on the baby oil layer. All right. And I have some leaves here. I think they're gonna flow. I think they're gonna stay on the top as well.
Let's see if you're right.
Yes. Let's see. Yep. They're more or less staying on the top.
It yes, I think I agree.
Yes. Okay. All right. What do you have there again?
Well, I have this coin, so let me see where it will finally end up. Oh, darn! The coin went into the bottle cap, so it took the bottle cap with it wherever it was going to end up. So, folks, just remember the bottle cap was at the top, but it ended up being pulled down by the coin.
And where is it? It's actually going through the peanut punch phase right now. It's in the maple syrup phase, I think. It's stopped there. I think it's
So-
stopped there.
I guess I have to be careful how I'm adding these things.
Yeah.
Because we get
Well, it's all in the name of science. All right, let's try this piece of metal gauze. Let's see what happens. Okay, so that one's going as well. It's going, and it's ending up to the bottom layer. All right, so we have a few things that are metallic, and we're noticing that a lot of our metallic items are going straight down to the bottom. And like I said, metal is a heavy substance, and so we'd expect that. What about our flowers? Oh, Amanda, let's put our flowers in here. So you can put in 2, and I'll put in 2. And these are really small flowers, so we'd expect that they'll stay to the top. Very small and tiny and cute.
Are we still putting in 2?
Yes, yes.
Oh, I just lost one. All right, you go first.
All right. Okay, so they're
Okay, so
staying
your
in the
two-
baby oil. They're staying in the baby oil phase. All right. Nice. Nice.
So, what else do we have here?
Oh, look at that. Don't you think that's interesting? Look at where the leaf has ended up. So remember, guys, the leaf was on top of the baby oil layer, and now it's actually gone and it's resting on top of the cooking oil layer.
Interesting.
Right? So that's interesting. So it actually moved down a bit. Took its time and it moved down a bit. Right? So we have our flowers on the baby oil layer. Then we have our leaf on the cooking oil layer. We had our bottle cap that was on the baby oil layer. But Amanda dropped the coin on it and it sank.
And now the coin is actually at the bottom.
Yes, so it's actually
With the
gone
bottle
down further, right? Our metal gauze and our paper clip, all of those items, and the stone, those items are in the bottom layer, the glycerin layer.
The gauze actually made it down too,
Yes, the
so-
gauze made it down. Yeah. All right, guys. So we hope you enjoyed this experiment with us. This was a lot of fun for us.